I'm Ryan Scardo. I have a YouTube channel called Ryan is Fishing across all platforms. I travel the world fishing in some of the most remote and exotic locations. Most recently, I'm known as the Iguana Guy. I literally have probably about 60 iguanas in the bed of my truck. I don't know what hit me, but Iguana Pizza. So I hit up one of my buddies, Frankie, who runs Buck's Coal-Fired Pizza. He's trying to get Dave Portnoy to do his pizza shop. The internet went absolutely mind blown. I mean, we literally had the health inspectors trying to shut him down. They couldn't do it. We were on Joe Rogan for the Iguana Pizza, but my most viewed video ever, I dropped a Jack Crevalle, a giant bait off of the side of the jetty, and ended up catching a Goliath. Every single time I post it, it goes crazy. It's got over 350 million views on YouTube Shorts alone. The first time I ever went international solo, everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. So we load up in this boat and we're loaded down, taking a break at 150 miles, which was about 6 hours into our journey. After going through 2 military checkpoints, we actually never made it to camp that night. Ended up camping in a random stranger indigenous person's house.
Wow.
Overnight, dude. The world's a beautiful place and I think people need to get out there and see it.
Look, before we get started, I want to take a moment to personally thank you for tuning into this podcast. It means a lot to my company, OMG, and all of our subsidiaries. Now, I'm not going to ask for donations or I'm not going to ask you to buy a shirt, but I am going to ask that you subscribe to our channel with the notifications turned on. It's the one free thing that you can do to help support our channel, and it means the world to my team and I. You can also visit our new website, themarinechronicle.com, where you can get constant updates on the state of the marine industry. You can even contribute articles and backlink them directly to yourself or your company as a source, which ultimately benefits you and your business. This is our way of giving back to the marine and outdoor industry, and we hope that you can become a part of it too. Now, let's get started. So Ryan, for people who don't know who you are, I'd like for you to introduce yourself to our listeners.
I'm Ryan Scardo. Am I talking to you?
You're talking to me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Ryan Scardo. I have a YouTube channel called Ryan is Fishing across all platforms, and I travel the world fishing in some of the most remote and exotic locations, and I just love to adventure and explore. Most recently, I'm known as the Iguana Guy to people that see me in gas stations and all over South Florida. So that's been interesting. But yeah, normally I'm out there making fishing videos.
So how long have you been creating content and how did you get started?
Yeah, it's funny. I was working for someone else's business, and before that I was just doing like odd jobs and whatever. And I was doing a marketing job. I don't know how I wound up there, but I did. And, growing someone else's business, and I feel like I was on the wrong side of it. And I kind of just took that leap. Literally, I remember the day. It was December 24th, 2018. I literally went to Best Buy, bought a starter little camera, and literally grinded for a year, maybe gained 1,000 subscribers, like completely failed, and just kept grinding, and now we're making Iguana Pizza, so it's kind of crazy.
That's awesome.
We were on Joe Rogan for the Iguana Pizza.
Were you really?
Yeah, we can clip that in here if you want.
I definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
So tell me about some of your most prolific posts. Tell me about some of your most incredible adventures and destinations.
It's kind of hard to just narrow down to one, but we'll start with like virality posts. Every time I post this video, it goes absolutely crazy. I think I posted this month and I got like over 40 million views on Instagram. But my most viewed video ever is a random day we went to Sebastian Inlet. I dropped a Jack Crevalle, a giant bait off of the side of the jetty, and ended up catching a Goliath. And I don't know what it is about that video, but I mean, every single time I post it, it goes crazy. It's got over 350 million views on YouTube Shorts alone. TikTok over 100 million. So that's my most viewed video to date. But my best trip ever, it's probably a tie. The first time I ever went international solo was a really cool trip because, like, born and raised fishing in South Florida and Miami, targeting peacock bass, and traveling to the Amazon jungle for the very first time, all by myself. I was a bit younger. I was in my early 20s and stuff, and just got paired up with a random other solo fisherman. We ended up just having a crazy week of peacock bass fishing. And he's actually, to be honest, the reason why I kind of fell in love with fly fishing, because I fly fish here and there. He only brought fly gear, and I only brought big terminal gear and stuff. So it was really cool. I ended up catching my first double-digit peacock bass day one before lunch on his fly rod. And it was really cool because we like entered this lagoon and we're scraping the side of the boat, and I'm scanning along the bank and I see these 2 giant peacocks like floating like snook and JD, just stunning pretty much. And I pointed out to him. He lays a cast out. The smaller fish eats it. Still, it's a giant. It's like a 14-pounder. And you know, I'm like overstimulated. I can't even believe like I'm looking at a fish like this. And yeah, and then as we're leaving that lagoon, we spot. Actually, as we're leaving that lagoon, I'm on the bow of the boat, and we're scraping our way through this little tiny tunnel, pretty much, of whatever. And I see that big peacock from before. He spooks out of the lagoon into the main river, which is like this big flat. And I mean, it's really pretty. It's clear water. And I'm throwing this fly around, and I end up not even mindlessly just stripping my line, and then I come tight, and I'm like, what the heck? And then it starts going crazy into the backing, gigantic P.
Wow.
I'm gonna say one more crazy trip because I got some good clips if you want to clip this. So I would say the most notable trip I've ever done would be the Mapiri River in Colombia. That was absolutely crazy. Everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong, from just traveling to get there to, I mean, it was just crazy. So we loaded up in this beaten looking cargo boat at the port of Mapiri, and it's exactly what you would expect. I mean, there's commercial fishermen.
Probably.
Oh, it's actually buzzing with people, bro. But like, you know, they hardly ever see white people.
Sure.
So to them, it's just like, whoa. So everyone's like looking at us, and it's crazy.
The talk of the town.
Oh no, 100%. It was a very unusual feeling for sure. You really feel like you're in a movie, like walking around this town, just like dirt blowing around, like Wild West kind of vibes. But so we load up in this boat. We put all of our luggage and gear in it, and we're loaded down like
Almost like the canoe.
like pretty much like. So then we embark on this journey, and one of my buddies brought a Garmin, so we're actually tracking how fast we're going, the distance we're traveling, and it was really special, man. So we ended up taking a break at 150 miles, which was about 6 hours into our journey, after going through 2 military checkpoints with armed, military officials with the AKs like right next to your face. That's pretty fun. So we end up going to this isolated town that is literally just, the only way you can get there is by river. And that was the most special, magical place I've ever been to. Like, the people were happy, they're welcoming. We had lunch with them.
Like indigenous people.
Wow. And we literally played soccer on the soccer field with the kids, dude.
That's too cool.
And then we ended up just giving them I brought a bunch of like kids' clothing. So we're giving out clothing to the kids and stuff. And the best part of this story, which is one of my most eye-opening and like humbling experiences, was we actually never made it to camp that night. We were so loaded down on that boat that the boat captain didn't feel comfortable taking us all the way to where we needed to go. So we actually ended up camping in a random stranger indigenous person's house.
Wow.
Overnight, dude. I mean, they have nothing.
Sure.
They cooked dinner for us.
Wow.
They made tea for us. Like, crazy as it gets. We got stung by wasps. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. That is the most, like, it really softens your heart. It makes you realize like how lucky we are to have experiences like that, man. Has been crazy. And I'm just so fortunate that I get to do what I do, because I get to travel a lot. I see a lot. And man, the world's a beautiful place, and I think people need to get out there and see it. So those are some crazy memories for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So recently you made some headlines in both local and national news about targeting iguanas as an invasive species. Can you tell me a little bit about what made you want to do that? Why pizza?
Yeah.
And just tell me about how that whole thing came to fruition.
So it was absolutely crazy. We went global too. I mean, we were covered everywhere from Brazil to the UK to, Joe Rogan's podcast. I mean, it went absolutely everywhere. So what really happened was I love fishing. I also love wildlife. So I wanted to go out and document the iguana freeze because you know, I woke up, it was a Saturday morning, and I headed to one of my favorite iguana hunting spots in Fort Lauderdale. It's this golf course that has, I mean, the biggest and the most iguanas I've ever seen. So as I'm pulling up there, I see that someone had beat me to it. And at this time, I literally have probably about 60 or 50 iguanas in the bed of my truck that I'm collecting on the way. Like I'm literally driving on the turnpike and I'm seeing like 4 frozen iguanas. So I'm pulling over, I'll grab them, I'll put them in the truck, completely frozen. I mean, you pick them up and they're just like a board like this. So I get to the spot, I see these dudes that have been hunting it, and we ended up just becoming friends. And that's when we started recording those viral videos. I posted 3 videos that day. All of them hit 1 million views within the first couple hours, and it just went absolutely crazy from there. I mean, I think we got over 80 or 90 million views just on Facebook alone from the iguana videos. So I ended that night. This is by the way, the craziest content bender I've ever had in my life. Like I still don't think I'm fully recovered from it. So I'm at the gas station. We just finished a video counting our iguana total for the day, which was 68 or 69 iguanas. Mind you, they took some of the iguanas too. We're well over 100. And after I finished bagging them up, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, man, I really should like think outside the box on a crazy recipe. And I don't know what hit me, but you know, Iguana Pizza. So I hit up one of my buddies, Frankie, who runs Buck's Coal Fired Pizza, because I see that he has been making a bunch of pizza videos. He's trying to get Dave Portnoy to his pizza shop. So I hit him up, literally saw it instantly, replied instantly, yes, we have to do this. So that next day, I processed iguana meat, brought it to his shop, and the internet went absolutely mind blown. I mean, we literally had the health inspectors go there the second day after we filmed that video and posted it, trying to shut him down. They couldn't do it, thankfully. But yeah, man, Iguana Pizza, we did. I mean, you were part of the Iguana and Waffles, dude. Iguana and Waffles at Waffle House. That was crazy.
We did do that. That was crazy.
Yeah, and then we did what else? The iguana egg omelet was also insane. And I have a recipe coming for iguanas that I think is gonna top everything.
Do you care to share it with us? What that recipe?
Can you like redact it? I'm gonna say it. I'll look in the camera. I'll say it, and just like, can you blur my mouth?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go out and we're gonna catch some in Miami. We're gonna do, dude, bro.
I'm sure it's gonna be good.
Dude, it's gonna be fire,
I don't
man.
see why not.
And then we got a bunch of crazy recipes that I can't talk about, but we do have more.
Can you tell us where we might find these recipes soon?
You're gonna see them on social media. We're actually gonna start making long form videos of these recipes as well. So you can definitely expect to see a long form crazy pizza that's gonna top the Iguana Pizza, in my opinion, next month. But you'll probably see it first on short form on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff on the way, a lot of invasive species to cook. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna be the catch and cook invasive species guy / world traveler fisherman is my niche. So
I see you brought a shirt. Can you tell me a bit about the shirt?
So this right here is my brand that I made, Florida Man Activities, with the signature Iguana Pizza. And I gotta give a big thank you to my buddy Chris, who's the guy who literally planted this in my head. He's like, bro, you need to start a brand. You have all this traffic and, you know, because I'm a content creator first, horrible businessman. I just love to make crazy videos. So I'm getting all this traffic. He called me. He's like, bro, you need to start a brand. And he's like, you need to start that thing you send the video, Florida Man Activities. And I was like, bro, I already have the domain for it. Like, so in this crazy morning of iguanas, there was a moment. I'm just gonna lay this on my chest as I talk. So, Florida Man Activities, Iguana Pizza. I'm gonna tell you how it started. There was a moment when we were filming and this old lady was like, what the fuck is that? I've never seen anything like that. And I'm holding all these iguanas and she's looking at me from her car and I'm like, yeah, this is Florida Man Activities right here. And I was like, instant goosebumps. That could be a brand. Looked it up, domain was available, bought it, got all the socials secured. And yeah, I'm just taking this leap, man. I'm so excited. This isn't like anything serious for me. I just want to make dope, cool stuff that people can connect with. I also want to like do some conservation stuff and like give back. Like the next drop, we're giving 10% of proceeds and we're gonna donate it. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with it first. We're not sure where it's gonna go, but I'm really excited to like do something positive and cool. But yeah, FloridaManActivities.com if anyone wants to pick it up, or you can go to Buck's Coal Fired Pizza and they're gonna have them on the rack. But this is V2. Silk screen printing is really good quality, vibrant colors, and shout out to Natalie's Custom T-shirts in North Palm for making these, and it's all local. It's just small local businesses, and that's awesome too, man. Like, I just really love like local, like cool local people, man, that are just good at what they do. Like you guys, and you know, we're just doing it, man. So it's sick, bro.
For sure, man.
Heck yeah.
Chances are, if you're watching this podcast, you're a business owner too. Or perhaps you're a creative person who wants to take your journey to the next step. OMG is proud to have launched our very own Creator Hub in the summer of 2025, but the one thing it's missing is you. I provided a link in the description below where you can sign up to get access to our creator portal. Once approved, you can create a profile complete with information about yourself, your work, and all of your experience. You'll even be given access to a job board where companies worldwide can post jobs that you can go and claim. The best part is it's completely free, and it always will be. There's no cost to sign up, no monthly fees. So if you're a creator, go sign up today and start making money. Let's get back to it.
So what kind of reaction do you get from other content creators and also just random people who recognize you on the street?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely cool. Like, I think we all respect each other. Pretty much everyone in South Florida that makes videos, you know, they know who I am. For the most part, I think we all get along pretty well. You know, we may not film together, but you know, I understand the grind and the hustle. You know, you might see these crazy videos on Instagram, but I take a lot of time on my YouTube videos to like actually storytell, color grade, film everything right, and like make really meaningful and impactful content. So I look at YouTube so differently than I do my short form, and I think that it's I want to say not everybody can do it so well on both sides. So it's definitely like I have a lot of respect for guys that are doing it well, that are really putting time into it. So, you know, I think this Iguana Pizza too, like it's been really awesome. Like I've made a lot of new relationships from this, even like other YouTubers and stuff that I probably wouldn't have talked to before. So like my goal this year really is to break out of fishing and continue to fish, but like I want to film with everybody, man. I just want to make really cool stuff. So, and as far as like people that support me, like when I run to supporters in public, man, I mean, that is the biggest blessing ever. I mean, however long they want to talk to me, I will talk to you. If I have really cool stuff in my truck, damn, if I have a shirt in my truck, I'm gonna give it to you. Like, I don't care. I know some YouTubers that are just like super weird about that stuff. I mean, I've literally been out to, you know, having dinner with my family, and, you know, kids will come up to the table, and like, that's the biggest blessing in the world, man. Like, I get to do what I do because of people that support me. So, man, I love it. I'm blessed. So, if you ever see me in public, man, come up and say hi, man. It's all love. Florida man loves you. So,
What do your parents think about the content you create?
so I mean, they couldn't be prouder of me. That's for sure. But I'll say this: my mom has always supported me, like from the jump, and I could not have done it without her. Really, you know, I had the opportunity to stay at home for a long time and save my money and grind and pursue this, and did not have any pressure. Not a lot of people have that opportunity, so I'm very grateful to my parents, even my dad too. But like when I started doing this, my dad was a bit skeptical. He's definitely a bit of a boomer compared to my mom. But I love my dad. But now he is like extremely proud of everything that I'm doing, and I couldn't be more blessed to have amazing parents. My stepfather has been a huge player in my success too, supportive, and so I have a great family, man. And family's everything at the end of the day. So we gotta hug them tight while they're here.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
yeah, man.
for sure. What is the hardest part about what you do?
The hardest part about what I do, to be honest with you, bro, probably just mentally dealing with everything that I'm doing. Like, it's just like I live the most random, crazy life, and sometimes you forget to take care of yourself. Like, I'm constantly booking flights, planning out things, getting shooters involved with stuff, big video ideas, taking a risk. You know, and especially with the iguana stuff, just like it was a lot, man. Like when your face is out there across the world, it'll do stuff to you mentally, man. So like I think like showing up and performing at your very best is not easy. So like honestly, I'll go through phases that I'm like, I'm not gonna film today, man. I'm just gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna go train some jujitsu. I'm gonna go eat some good food, bro. Like it's really important to take care of yourself, man, especially in this line of work because a lot of guys burn out and quit. I've done it before. You know, I was literally on a whole different career path at one point making content. This has been very inconsistent. Last year was the year that, like, financially speaking and just like opportunities and sponsors, like kind of everything came to fruition for me. That cemented what I'm doing. So now I have a lot of pressure off me, and I have a lot more support and resources to succeed. But I'd say the hardest part about this is just keeping your mind right and taking care of what you're doing. Taking care of yourself, bro. That's everything. And just being a good person to those around you, bro. Because like when I'm so obsessed and in love with what I do, sometimes I notice that I'm not there, even though I'm there. You know, like we could be having a conversation, and in my mind, I'm just like, man, I want to get back and edit this video. I want to, and you know, it's not a bad thing to be motivated, but definitely, it feels good, like to get in that balance, to find that zone where you're crushing it, outside of career. You know, like man, I'm doing really good for myself, because we only get one body, one life, one heart, one mind. So we gotta like really just like be cool. You know, do it all well. So
I like that.
yeah, these are good questions. By the way, dude, these are really good questions. That's for real.
If you were to want to be remembered for one thing, and only one thing, what would that be?
Man, remember for one thing, I guess it would have to be like, you know, fishing. I think at the end of the day, man, I want people to remember that, like, no matter what you see on the internet, like all the crazy stuff, at my very core, I am a fisherman. I truly love to fish. Fishing has been there with me through hardship. It's been there with me through the best moments of my life, the good times, the bad. So I think, you know, more, and also more than that, like, I want people to remember, like, man, this kid grinded hard, man. Like, he really grinded to get content out, and he really loved it. So, you know, for people out there that maybe want to take that leap, I would definitely say do it. Don't let anybody stop you. And definitely don't be afraid to keep a secret from the people you love the most, because honestly, it can really hurt sometimes. Like when you're so passionate about something, and you know you have this great idea and you share it, and you know, small-minded people with good intentions, they might tell you something that will deter you from taking that leap. But take the leap, man. So yeah. Remember me as a fisherman who loved life, made Iguana Pizza, and loved to make content.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
too good. So this is our last question. You're going to leave a question for our next guest without knowing who it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you have to ask,
Is he a content creator?
it could be a yacht broker, it could be
Okay.
a lawyer, it could
Okay.
be a doctor, it could be anybody.
All right.
So if without knowing who the person is, what would your one question for them be?
My one question for them would be, it's going to be two questions. Okay. The first question is going to be, what do they do to stay, to keep themselves well in their career? Because I think that's very important. I'd love for that conversation to be continued, because people probably should hear that. Second question, would you try an Iguana Pizza?
Too good. Awesome. Well, Ryan, thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
All right.
Years of friendship and,
Heck yeah, man.
and everything that's to come.
You're the boy.
Likewise, man. Appreciate you, bud.
Yes, sir. Wait.
I'm going to hit it one more time.
Yeah. Ready?
Make it good.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go. Cool,
Sick, man.
That was awesome.
That was a really good
flavor.
podcast.
This what it tastes like now. Cold feel, hot sauce, bad choices too loud.
If you've watched this till the end, I thank you kindly. Here in the Marine Chronicle podcast, we're always looking for guests. Whether you're a yacht brokerage or you're a YouTuber or an industry leader in any way, we invite you to click the link in our description below where you can submit an inquiry to be a guest on our show. There's no rigid requirements to be on our podcast other than being somehow involved with the marine or outdoor industry. So if you think you'd be a good fit, I highly encourage you to sign up and get on our schedule. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.